Hey folks, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, everybody else too, welcome to another wonderful moment in your life to listen to a little advice for actors. If you're an actor and you wonder like, gee, I'm not getting much work. Gee, nothing much happening in my life. Gee, I'm just sitting around and doing nothing because I'm supposed to be acting, but I ain't acting. You gotta wonder like, gee, ponder. First ask yourself, what do you do most days of your life? If the answer is wonder, gee, I'm gonna do with my acting? I think you're in sad shape, you really are. You need a list of things you have to do every day of your life, actually, that you are an actor. Actors practice these things called monologues. So every week or so, or two, you should find a new monologue, learn it, practice it, and have it ready to go. So the day you do have an audition, a casting, you can just walk in and go, here I go. And they can ask you, do you have an additional monologue? And you can pull 3 or 4 out of the back end of your mind that you've practiced very well, that you know by heart, that every time that you wake up in the morning, you do that one that you already know, and you do new ones that you don't know. That way you have this incredible thing called a repertoire. Oh my God, a repertoire. I thought only musicians did those. No, it turns out so do actors. Actors have a repertoire of monologues, of things that they'd like to do for monologues, so that when they're asked during castings and auditions, they have things that they already know. So yes, every day you should practice your monologues, and every couple weeks or so you should add a fresh one. So at the end of maybe a couple months, you'll have like 4 or 5 really, really intense, really good monologues. You'll be able to do monologues from Rocky. Adrian! 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 You can do monologues from the Pink Panther. Hamburger! 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 Obviously these are a little short. You need to pick a little longer ones. But yes, in your life as an actor, you need to practice your monologues on a regular basis. That way when you get called into your favorite castings on auditions, apart from cold readings, which you need to learn to do too, very important, cold readings, that's where you show up, they give you a piece of paper and say, you got 10 minutes, learn it, get ready to do it. I rather like those. I like the challenge, I really do, of learning something very quickly and then doing it for them, because yeah, it's true, when you're at home and you have hours and hours to practice, you can get really good with stuff. But the question is, if we give you something out of nowhere that you've never seen, a new challenge, a new role, will you be up for it? Or are you going to putz out and go, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe. You're in sad shape if you're doing that. You need to be able to walk in with proper attitude, with confidence that exudes, so that when they give you your cold read, you look at it and go, thank you, I'll see you in a few minutes. Instead of, well, that doesn't really cut it. And if they ask you, do you have any additional monologues that you can do, you should be able to go, what kind would you like? And they can ask you for sad, they can ask you for comedic, they can ask you for melodramatic, for crime, sci-fi, any different genres. I mean, if you're going to be auditioning for a movie that's, for example, melodramatic, be ready and prepared to do melodramatic type of castings and auditions and monologues, and cold readings, because generally they're trying to see if you fit what they want for their movie. So if their movie is melodramatic, they want to see if you can be melodramatic enough, or at least not too much, because it flows both ways, in your delivery. I mean, when you do your monologue and when you do your casting, if they can't see in you the character that they're looking for somebody named Dan that's supposed to be introverted. If you don't look like Dan or introverted, forget it. If we're looking for Charlie that's nervous, if you can't make like a nervous Charlie, ain't gonna work. They're trying to find a guy that looks mean, nasty, really nasty, you know, something. Unless you could look nasty, stare him in the eye. Make him remember you for a long time. You're not gonna get the role because they want somebody that can do Silence of the Lambs nasty, Victor Hugo Nasty, and all those wonderful actors that we love to hate from movies and films, because even though people love to hate them, people come to watch them. People like seeing, I don't know what it is, they like seeing bad people and bad guys in the movies. Most likely the person that's good in the movie, the protagonist, can come to the rescue and have their underdog moment. Underdog to the rescue! Kind of thing that, well, it's an element of most movies, an underdog to the rescue. Somebody to the rescue over polypropylene's perils. Yes, the perils of polypropylene, or something like that. In any event, there's a peril, there is a hero. So if you're applying for the hero, you better look like a hero. If you're applying for a villain, it would be nice if you could at least do a little bit of a villain. If you could do a little bit more, probably would be helpful. But yes, your casting, your auditions are your opportunity to impress somebody that you will be able to do the work that they expect you to do, that they want on their screen, and what they'd like depicted on their screen. Remember, actors are there to act like somebody else, somebody out of their character. Anybody can act within their character. I mean, that's just being yourself. Right, you don't have to be an actor for that. But for the amazing characters that everybody wants to watch on the screen. For the interesting people that the casting people are looking for, so that when they show the movie, people can watch it and go, what the heck? You know, for that kind of stuff. Yeah, it helps you to be prepared for your auditions. For you to know what you'll be auditioning for, and for you to have extra material. Remember, when you get there, be nice, be friendly, don't be a pain in the neck. Don't show them that you're already trouble to work with. Don't start off asking about breaks, pay, sandwiches, food, traffic, M&Ms. God only knows whatever's going to occur to you, but whatever it is, don't. Go in, do your audition, do your casting, do your monologues, smile, be nice, be friendly with the folks. Remember to show them your natural self when you walk in, and then when they give you your reading, be it a cold casting, monologue, whatever, then switch to character so they can see you in and out of character. You don't want to walk in all the time in character. A while back I did a Mexican movies audition. I walked in totally in Mexican character. Órale, what's happening, señores, hija puta? And they looked at me and said, that's way too Mexican, forget it. Hey, it's a moment in a great actor's life. I rather actually look forward to auditions and castings myself. It's like an opportunity to do a mini theater for a small and select group. Anyways, we will let you get back to the rest of your acting day. Go find yourself a monologue to practice, or watch educational acting videos on YouTube. There's something called the Actors Studio. The Actors Studio is 1 hour, hour and a half series that used to be on television, and now it's all on YouTube. You can watch that. There's acting lessons on YouTube. There's my favorite, you find castings on auditions for all the major TV shows and movies. I watch the Monkees. Believe it or not, watch the Monkees auditions. And you'll see the original Monkees doing their auditions. I believe Humphrey Bogart's audition is somewhere also on YouTube. So look up several people on YouTube. Also, one of my favorite, there's something called IMDb, Internet Movie Database. IMDb.com shows you the resumes and all the wonderful things that all the actors in movies have done. So look up every day. You should look up at least 1 or 2 favorite actors. See how hard they work and how many movies, TV films, and everything else they had to do to get famous. Films are about sacrifice. Nobody that gets really, really big starts off thinking, gee, I want to be famous, I want to make money. It's more a case of, gee, let me be part of something. Let me do something that'll leave a mark in history and society. Let me do something positive. You know, when you start like that, the fame and the fortune follow. You start off just looking for fame and fortune, stay home. Because it's not easy. And even the big guys that supposedly get up to the fame and fortune and all that kind of stuff, the super whatevers, sometimes they tumble downhill too, and you never know what the future holds. Even though today you could be a star, tomorrow you could be the has-been. That's Hollywood. Because every day there's a few million new actors coming out that will be competing for your chair, for your awards, for your airtime. Yeah, that's right. When you're an established actor, you, number one, compete against yourself, because if you don't make enough viewers for your network, you're canned. If the network thinks they got somebody better than you, you're canned. So don't think just because you got an actor, got a great acting gig, network wants to hire you, that you're in it for life. No, Charlie Sheen's not in it for life. They had him for a few years, then they kicked him out because it was a pain in the neck. Hi, Charlie. Love you too, dude. But hey, it's okay. He went on. He does other things now. That's the life of an actor. Remember, acting is a sequence of short jobs. If you can remember that, acting is a sequence of short jobs, you'll be a happier person. So go out, do your things, do your actings, do your monologues, practice, and have yourself a beautiful day. This was Tad Sharpe.